Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a brief summary or brief review of how is Angelina doing, and just to briefly answer that, I think she's doing quite well, and I think she's off to the races. So I'm really happy for her and everything. Now I just want to touch upon some of the points that people have raised in the recent videos. I think when it comes to the FIFA Awards show, some people had some problems with that in the sense of the type of show it is and the quality and so on. But the point I think was made by her promoters, and that was to get her on a worldwide stage. And that is something that I think we all want for Angelina, because that's what she wants, or at least that's what she said she wanted when she was young. So I don't know now, but I think it's still the same, right? She wants to be a superstar and sing in front of the world. So this is the way to go, and to achieve that objective, let's say. And she seems very happy that she was invited by Red One to participate, and she sang the new anthem or jingle, whatever you want to call it, for what I think is the 2026 World Cup. So now that is something that maybe people have not thought out through completely, because they had some issues with the song. But I think the whole point of this is that maybe she will be participating in not only the promotion of the song, but also when the opening ceremonies begin for the 2026 World Cup, which are slated to be in United States, Canada, and Mexico. So mainly a lot of it in the United States, I think. So she may be performing there, right? So wouldn't that be something, right? By that time, she'll be 20 years old, and she'll have at least one album under her wing, and we'll see what happens with that. And speaking of that, that album's coming out, from my understanding, in the fall. And so I look forward to seeing that, or to hearing that. And I think they're also releasing the first song of that album in April, or at least one of the songs. I mean, I have a feeling they may release one every month until the fall. That's the feeling I get. And promotionally speaking, that's usually what I would expect. So yeah, things are looking good, and I'm looking forward to hearing it, really to see exactly the style. I understand it's somewhat of a 60s style from what I hear, so that should be something else, right? As for everything else, she's looking great, and yeah, I mean, I've been having some fun with the videos that I've been making with the song were the best from the FIFA Awards. The one that Red One wrote, and I think basically made, and yeah. So I see that some people have enjoyed them, and for some reason, although some of them are similar, the response is different in the sense of viewership, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out how the algorithm works, for YouTube, and maybe you can help me with that. What I'm going to do is, because what tends to happen is there are certain periods of time where there's less viewers on YouTube, and that tends to be a detriment to the videos, generally speaking, okay? And that time tends to be Mondays, and it makes sense, right? So what I'm going to do is post maybe what is the last version of the videos that I've been doing, which is a slight modification to this one here that you see the thumbnail here, just a slight modification at the end. So hopefully that's basically as good as I could do it. considering the technology that I understand of the editing, and also the technology that I'm working with, which is very old, because my computer is quite old. And yeah, just to give you an idea, it's probably like, I don't know, maybe over 10 years old or something, you know. So it's, but it's hanging in there. And so, okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post it just as a reminder, and maybe you can, those who watch it can come back and revisit it if you like it the next day and the next day after that to watch it and so on. And I want to see if that propels it in a direction which others have had but others have not. It's very peculiar, you know, and I'm trying to understand why one does and one does not. It seems like at a certain point there's a boost that occurs, and I think that by revisiting it, it may create a little boost, and then with that boost, for some reason or other, the algorithm just picks up on it and just continues off on its own, up in an upward direction, as opposed to flattening out, which is tremendously important for the long-term survival of the video and the long-term survival of this channel, because it's very difficult to do videos that flatten out, because basically they go nowhere, and that's what happens to most of the videos. Yeah, so at least in my case, anyway. That's about it, I think, that I wanted to cover. Like I said, I think Angelina's doing great. You know, I'm looking forward to her the release of her first song to get an indication of how it is. You know? And oh yeah, and like I said, and concerning going back to the video of You Say, which is somewhat of has some religious connotation to it, because it talks about belief. Now that generally speaking, I just like the song. I like the way she sounds in it, you know, and even Laura and Dig together, they sound great. And but I don't have any particular association with any type of ideology, because even if she sang I don't believe, it would not have mattered to me, because either mindsets, I believe or I don't believe, is a hindrance to the search for the truth. So, well, if you want to, I don't want to go into that. I don't want to bore you with that. But if you want to know more about that, please order my book, and I do talk about that in there in the novel. You know, we're this is entertainment, and we're at a time where, as I mentioned previously, quite a while ago, from the beginning, I think there are three elements that are existential problems that are human made, and hopefully we can survive them in the long run. You know, and those three are a nuclear war, nuclear holocaust. That's one. Second is climate change, and the third is artificial intelligence. And now it seems to be a race of which one is going to be the most devastating. So I don't want to go into that, but I just want to say that that the only thing that really, really, truly we know that is eternal is unconditional love. So please keep that in mind, and take care of yourselves. Bye.